Travis Wayne Goodsell. There's one thing about me and my videos. I don't lie to you. Now, yes, Mormons disagree. They want to call me a liar because that discredits me so they can justify lying to us. But there's a Church News edition today from the Church History Library Director, Keith A. Erickson, that I have to go over, and oh my God. It's called 5 Pillars of Truth to help you evaluate information about the church. And as I've been going over with you, that the information about the church is what the problem is. Oh dear God. Number 1, accuracy. So yeah, that's a good thing. You want to be accurate. I don't lie. Church does. He says the test for accuracy in history and other kinds of information is corroboration. No. Can we find another source that shares the same information? No. Oh, well, this Mormon told me that it's this way. Can you corroborate that? Well, let's ask this other Mormon. No. Accuracy involves primary source documents, not hearsay, even if they claim to be a first-hand witness. Documents are the highest form of sources. So, for example, court documents show Joseph Smith was arrested on 20th of March, 1826 for glass looking, charged $2.68 as a misdemeanor. Primary source document. Why isn't it in church history? Why won't the church publish it? Are they waiting for corroboration from another Mormon? Yeah. No. Another one. Hiram Smith in court documents is spelled Hiram. Primary source document. I don't need to corroborate this. These are primary source documents. They stand on their own. They are fact. So when the church puts out other information, you can evaluate it as wrong and lying and deceiving and covering up. Oh no, stay away from section 121, Travis. 2, authenticity. Why are you talking about Elvis Presley? A few years ago, Keith Erickson investigated a copy of the Book of Mormon that was believed to belong to Elvis Presley. Oh, God, seriously? That has nothing to do with the church and its history and its doctrine, theology, ritual. Oh my God! But again, since he's not covering it, primary source documents again for authenticity. Is the Book of Mormon that we have the very same one that was published by Joseph Smith? Answer, no. You can get as many corroborating Mormons as you want. It's wrong. The Book of Mormon we have is not the original. The church, through Deseret Book, published the original, without the footnotes, of course. It's a separate book. It's not given to missionaries to hand out to people. We still do the wrong one. And so technically, if you want Joseph's Book of Mormon to talk about Joseph's church, you need Joseph's original Book of Mormon from 1830. Doctrine and Covenants is another one. We don't have the original. Nope. No, we don't. Nope. And if you're unfamiliar, in 1981, it was decoded partially. There's still more to be decoded. So the original one, the authentic one, was fully encoded. I went over section 45 with you today in the previous video. That one has names and places that are still coded. He's using the Matthew chapter 24 as his inspiration, but then he coded it. He's talking about the latter days with code, names and names of places. Also, the Lectures on Faith was removed in 1921. So we need it back if we're going to be authentic. The Apocrypha. If we're going to be authentic, we need to have the Apocrypha in our Old Testament. So again, oh my God, did he even graduate from high school? 3, reliability. Determining whether a source has a record of providing accurate information. Again, if it's a primary source, you don't need to worry about this. You don't go to somebody's journal, even if she claims things that you like to hear. It's hearsay. You get primary source documentation first. And that's how you know reliability. Court documents are reliable. Fairness is number 4. What? Oh my God. Oh, taking it out of context. Yeah. That's what the church does. They take it out of context. Okay, we're going to pick this part because it's faith promoting. This other part of real church history is not faith promoting. So we're going to dismiss it and rewrite church history and take it out of context. And see, he's exposing the church here. If you've not caught on yet, we've got the church historian exposing the church for their being unfair to church history. And he's the church historian. And then finally 5, the 5th pillar that Samson has knocked down as he's blinded, betrayed by his second ex-wife who cut his hair. Okay, so he says someone has studied every major medical study on an issue in the last 40 years. What? No! I just got through with this as she no longer communicates with me because she's pissed. As opposed to someone searching online. No. Again, let me use my own field of study. I deciphered Paleo-Hebrew. I did so by fact-checking the work of William Foxwell Albright, the guy in the field, who did his decipherment of Proto-Sinaitic, calling it Paleo-Hebrew. There's another guy who publishes all things with Proto-Sinaitic as Paleo-Hebrew. As fun as it is to have it in that script, it's not accurate. I went over his theory. Everything was wrong. He's the professional in the field. Everybody follows him for the information because they just trust him. They don't check him. There must have been peer review, but again, if the peer reviewers don't check him and they're just saying, oh, well, yeah, he conforms to tradition, it's acceptable, peer review is worthless. Because when you're making a brand new discovery with decipherment, you need people to fact check you. And obviously nobody did this, because I just walked right into it and went, holy crap, what grasshopper? What? And as a result, I deciphered Paleo-Hebrew because I had to start all over from scratch. And the way you start all over is, one, you make observations, do comparisons and contrasts, and then you develop a theory to test. If you just develop a theory with no method of testing, it's not a theory. You've got to dismiss it and come up with a real theory because it has to be tested. This is the part of peer review. They're supposed to test. They're not just supposed to read it and go, that feels good. He's the professional. I trust him. You know, BYU has their own peer review process. Oh, I'm sure we can trust them. No. And so lots of different scientific fields are this same way, medical being one of them. So she's wrong, I'm right. But nonetheless, that's how I knew I was the decipherer of Paleo-Hebrew. Is because you don't just, what does he call it, do a comprehensive reading. You don't learn the Book of Mormon by reading. You have to study it. And you don't study it by reading. You don't read, ponder, pray, and the Holy Ghost gives you information. I did that yesterday, I believe. There's a difference between knowledge and receiving inspiration, or information, sorry. Inspiration as information. And information, okay, you've now got a seed. Are you going to plant it? No, because you feel good about it? Where's the fruit? How are we supposed to judge it? And again, do I have to give an example? Hebrews 11 gives you Noah. Noah receives information from God, build a boat. Does he sit back and go, yeah, I got a witness. Yeah, spiritual witness. Take that, heathens. No. He built the boat, didn't he? He produced the fruit of the Word. And was it a good boat or was it a bad boat? Well, it floated, saved his family. I guess it's a good boat. We're now able to judge. You judge people by their fruit. And William Foxwell Albright's fruit, oh my God, there was no fruit. It was just all spoiled and fake. Grasshopper, dear God. You're going, grasshopper, what? The Sade. Sade, what? Psalm 119. Find it. And so, no, it doesn't matter how many people are in the PhD field. As I also gave the example of me versus my brother, and that information versus knowledge. My brother got the PhD because he pulled the religion card on him. And yet he's working for the church in the records department, searching for the 13 million Mormons who've gone missing from church. And he's not doing a very good job, is he? And so, yeah, you can get all the information in the world you want. It is worthless unless you know how to learn. And clearly, nope. You just read the professionals, trust whatever they say, and for church history, who is he talking about as professional? Oh, the living prophet. They'll tell you the truth. They won't lie. They won't be unfair. They'll be reliable and authentic and accurate, won't they? Yeah, how is it working for curing coronavirus? How many different methods has he given Mormons to cure coronavirus? Well, let's see. There was 2 fasts. There was the faith in Jesus. There's the healing power of gratitude. There's going to church with that Bolivian article. God. It's just that simple, guys. I told you, I did the videos. I did 2 of them going over how to do church history. If you're not going to listen to me, then you have yourselves to blame for being deceived and punked by the church.